Black Clover.
Where the BC fans at?
Yeah, where the BC fans at. This is Black Clover, chapter 344, Writhing Sacred Pulse.
What a title.
Yeah. Last we left off in Black Clover, we Asta got his ass beat a little bit by Ichika, and they had a big old brawl. Ichika using the full force of her Zetten versus Asta. And Asta basically lost that fight, even though they were broken up by the Shogun of the Land of Sun. It was pretty definitive after a certain point that Asta did not really measure up to her level in terms of Zetten, and that would be the deciding factor of the match because they were pretty close in overall just magic ability. So Zetten was the thing that was gonna like clinch it for either of them. And while they were about to go home and I guess clean up, the Paladins, Julius's Paladins showed up. The sister. I believe a commenter who was very helpful in Black Clover, in our Black Clover coverage, mentioned that the other guy is one of the first mages that Asta has met in his past. Very appreciated that because now he does kind of look familiar. So it feels good to know that. And I think the third guy is new. I could be wrong about that though.
Yeah, they're shaded.
Yeah, Yorul is his name. And we get a little bit of an explanation, a flashback to explain how this came to be in the first place. First things first, we have Julius speaking to Morris, who last we left off with him. He was Lucifero's previous host, and he was barely saved because I think he was defeated, and I think he fell through a crevice, if I remember right. This happened a few weeks ago. Pre hiatus. I don't know. It's been a while. And he it turns out he survived the fall. I guess he lost his eye and his entire right side, basically, in terms of limbs. He has no right arm, no left leg. No right leg. And yeah, it's basically because Lucius was Lucius's vessel. And he's like, "Why have you called me here?" And Lucius says, "I would like to give you salvation, as I'm currently capable of." And we pan out and we see that he's got this big fucking magical contraption with the Dark Triad, all three members of the Dark Triad within them. And I guess he siphons their magical ability to heal Morris's wounds. He gets his arm and his leg back, his eye as well. And Morris is immediately like, "Ho, I get to do magic science again. I can do experiments all over." And then Lucius taps his head and I guess modifies his soul and is like, "Use your sorcery studies and modification magic as much as you like in the service of world's true peace." And he's like, "Yes, of course." And robot walks away. Lucius calls over Sister Lily and informs her about the Land of the Sun, and is like, "I see that their future has begun to destabilize. So as far as we're concerned, it's an inconvenient future. So go over there and take care of that." And Sister is like, "Yes, sir." And she flies away with the other two Paladins. And one of the Paladins breaks through the gate and uses his dragons, and the Yorul guy basically summons 5 dragons to pull up. Oh, it's a 5-headed dragon. They all look pretty cool. And she's like, "With the power of the wicked, no, the sacred dragon will make the Land of the Sun sacrifice for world peace." But then to go up against the 5-headed dragon are the Ryuzen 7. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them here. 2 of them are missing. We'll find out where, I guess, in a minute. But the ones we've met are here. and they're about to face off against the dragon. Meanwhile, pretty far away from the action, Asta is just like down and struggling because he is apparently maybe training against the strongest member of the Ryuzen 7. And he's like, "You're fighting the strongest member of the Ryuzen 7 here. Nobody cares about grit or how fired up you are. Just show me what you can do. Who is this guy? Me?" And I think the other Ryuzen 7 member that we haven't seen yet is in the background playing that instrument, that cool samurai instrument thing. But yeah, that's the end of the chapter. Josh, what did you think about Black Clover chapter 344?
This is an interesting chapter. I wasn't super excited that these villains are being brought back, but they're probably not going to be exactly the same anyway. This guy, this new devil, I forget his name. The Wizard King.
Oh,
he has his own plans.
Not Julius.
Yeah, but his
Lucius.
devil name.
Lucius.
That's his name?
Yeah, his name is Lucius. There's
I thought that was one of the other. Okay, so yeah, Lucius absolutely has his own motivations. So they're probably going to, if they're not different as far as their abilities go, I imagine their attitudes are going to be a little different. So whatever.
I will say that Lucius's magic is different. He doesn't have time magic. I think he does, but like he also has soul magic. And
right, so he's probably changing their souls. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
he does have time magic. His thing is soul, like his main thing is soul magic though.
He has both time and soul magic. Crazy.
Which makes me wonder if Julius could use soul magic, but he just didn't know.
Yeah. I would think so, but I wouldn't know. Anyway.
Or maybe that's how he survived the first time, right? Maybe it was soul magic that saved him.
A good point.
Probably.
When he turned into a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah, that would explain how he
survived. That actually does make a lot of sense. But anyway, now, all right, I'm just admiring the chapter. I don't really have any huge thoughts. I thought it was mad gangster how they pulled up to Japan. He's like, yeah, this is little country. Things feel weird over there, so why don't y'all just obliterate them? See, that's genocide.
That's genocide. There's no in between there.
Yeah, that's very clear to me. So
they
pulled up, destroyed their fucking demon gate. I was like, oh.
Yeah, they just pulled up real fast. They said, there it is. Blam.
Summon these old monsters that used to wreak havoc back in the day. The trauma.
These Neptunians.
Yeah, man. I mean, they don't seem to be that upset about it. Definitely not this guy. The big dude with the beads around his neck. He's smiling, and this girl looks like Light's sister.
Yeah.
Just dark skin, I guess. Tan. Anyway. Yep. And I knew this guy was strong. That's the Shogun, right?
No, that's not the Shogun.
Shit.
He's the leader of the group that we just saw.
I was wrong.
You're incorrect.
Incorrect.
Now I grant you the L.
It's been received.
Well, Brian just left his seat, so I guess I'll do my thoughts real fast.
Yeah.
I don't have much else to add on. I guess like the leader guy looks pretty cool. I'm interested in the guy with the I don't know the name of the instrument. I'm sorry, but I'm interested in that. That looks cool. I thought the cut to Asta was a little abrupt, but I guess that was the point a little bit. I'm sure we'll get an explanation as to why and how he's so far away. I had to like read the chapter right before to be like, did I miss something? Did I forget something? How did he get over there? Because they said that they were gonna go like, clean up for a little while, and then all of a sudden he's there, fighting the strongest guy in the Ryuzen 7. So I guess I'm a little confused about that. I'm sure they'll get an explanation, but it was jarring to read a little bit. This was a shorter chapter, 16 pages. I thought the dragons look cool as shit.
Yeah.
The Ryuzen 7 look cool coming up to fight. I can't wait to see their abilities. Once again, it really just gives me it's giving Bleach in a good way.
Yeah.
This was a very Bleach-esque thing. You know, they even look like Bleach characters, to be honest. The Ryuzen 7. So like
They do.
Ichigo kind of looks like Rukia, you know? It's kind of like it's a little
Yeah,
reminiscent.
she do.
Bro,
Yeah.
I don't know how we keep, well, I keep bringing up Bleach when I talk about Black Clover because for whatever reason it reminds me of it, but I've been seeing like little clips of the 1,000-Year Blood arc and how fucking, I don't know what they're feeding these animators, but they're going crazy right now. I might have to start watching this shit.
Yo, Black Clover's anime looks gorgeous.
Yeah, anime's come a long way. People got to start watching it more. It's probably the last vestige of 2D animation left.
Yeah.
Nobody else really.
You got to keep it that way.
Yeah, but anyway, not that being said, I'm excited for what's coming. It is just like kind of a build up chapter to the battle. Very cool art all around. Morris is back. That's pretty cool. One thing I wanted to say: there's no way they're not like building these the Dark Triad to be free again and maybe turn coat. I feel like they'll just be good guys at the end of all this, like an enemy of my enemy type of deal. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Brian, do you have any thoughts about Black Clover?
This is like a trademark Black Clover chapter, you know, like this is the part of the arc where like they're gonna start fighting and then Asta is gonna, after training, he's gonna pull up and save the day. He's gonna be like, what kind of wizard king could I be if I can't protect my friends? And
it's a pretty good impression of Asta.
And that's when everybody is shocked, and that's gonna be alone what saves the sister. She's gonna be like, Asta, he wants to protect us. And then that's when she's gonna come back to her senses.
Yeah. While there's no doubt that's gonna happen, I'll also say that there might be an extra layer before that. I have a feeling the Black Bulls are gonna pull up before Asta does and do some cool stuff.
Like a ephemeral spatial magic portal.
Yeah, that would be the coolest thing to happen. And you know, they all get their little shine. I would honestly prefer it if the Black Bulls just pulled up and finished these guys off. Like, you know, had their own fights. I mean, there's only 3 people here, but I don't know. Some people could take on the dragon. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. I think it's more likely that the Black Bulls show up before Asta.
I like the design of the strongest.
Yeah, I was saying that he looks cool. Q with a KEWL.
Yeah, pretty hype.